Good morning all, this is Tim and we're getting ready to start off on a day of caching. Alright, my personal best one day is 9 caches and I'm going to be working real hard to see if we can beat that. So we're out at the location for the first cache, which is going to be a parking lot. So here we are in the parking lot, and I was expecting something like a light pole cache or a tree cache. But then I also found out there are sections that instead of plant life, we have rocks. So let's go see if we can find this cache and start with number 1. Okay, so we found the first cache and there's the log. We've got it signed and we're ready to go on to our next one. Okay, so we found that cache, so that's the second one of the day, and we've got the log signed. And now I'm going to show you the general area of ground zero, and I'll let you figure out where you would look and where you would find the cache at. Well, we've made our second find here at the park and we're going to move on to some other areas, but again, this park is wonderful and I'm glad I had found it, and or the cache owners found it and shared it with us, and it's been really nice. It's an early Sunday morning and seeing families out here, people walking their dogs and enjoying the waterfowl, the ducks and such, and the geese. Anyway, before we take off from here, I want to show you where ground zero was. So here's the view of the ground zero area, and again, I'll let you figure out where you would have started looking. Now let's move on to the next cache. Here we are at number 4. So we've found it, signed the log, and moving on for hopefully number 5. So driving into a neighborhood, how many people have actually seen a sign like this? So here we are at our next cache, and this one's a virtual cache, and it's the first virtual that I've ever done. So I figured it was about time. This is at a sky park, which is a community built around an airport. And one of the things that is kind of unique out here are most of the houses, or some of the houses, actually have airplane hangars attached to them. So I'm going to get the answers to the questions for this virtual and move on to the next one. Okay, well, I'm not looking for a cache right this second, but I did want to take a chance and show you this view that I had no idea was in this area. I was just driving around looking for, you know, areas to go caching in, and I pulled up and saw this lookout and thought I would take a moment to get some footage of it. Next cache, found and logged. So number 7, found and logged. Not quite a parking lot, but entrance to a parking lot. Number 8, found and logged. Been a good day for caching. Well, we just got number 9, found it, signed the log, and we're getting ready to put it back. So I have now tied my one-day best at 9 caches, and now it's time to go see if we can find number 10. Okay, we did it, the 10th one of the day, so a new personal record. But there was a little bit more than that, and the whole reason that I decided to come out caching today and why the 10th one was so important to me was it was also a milestone of number 100. So today's 100th find. Anyway, in just a second I'll show you some of the swag that's in the cache and give you an overview of the location. So here's some of the swag and the log, which I have signed. And I'm not going to take anything, but I am going to leave something here in just a minute and go rehide the cache. So here we're looking down at a very dry stream, but it will pick up in the winter months once it starts raining. So this is the view from the cache looking down. And here's the view of the cache looking up. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming along on today's outing, trip, adventure. Full of milestones, my 100th find, my first day of 10 finds, my first virtual, and milestone birthday today. So kind of planned this out to be able to find my 100th, hopefully, on my birthday, which is today. And yes, it's a milestone, and I'll let you figure out the age. So thank you again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and look forward to doing some more for you. Thanks again, and thanks to all the cache owners for the caches.